What are you doing?
I'm enjoying all my gifts.
You're enjoying all your gifts. Those aren't for you.
As the dad, these are all my gifts.
Number one, these gifts aren't for you. Number two, Dad doesn't get gifts.
What?
That's not what Christmas is about, son.
What?
I've taught you better than
Dad
that. You know
gets
that.
all the gifts.
No.
The best gifts.
Number one,
That is the best gift.
number one, Christmas isn't about gifts.
Oh,
Number two, it's about celebrating with family because God sent his son to redeem us. That's what it's about. But number three, if anybody's going to get gifts, it's the kiddos and it's mama. That's who gets the gifts first. So, and by the way,
These are mine.
that's my hammer and
These are
that's my
mine.
scooter. No, that's my hammer and that's my scooter.
So every year, grandmas, parents, whoever ask you for a list sometimes, so my grandparents do. And every year, I don't know what to tell them.
Starting Thanksgiving, it's brutal.
So-
what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? I don't know. I'm a dad. I buy what I need throughout the year
Yeah.
and to use.
Yeah.
So I don't ever know what to put on a list.
So we took some time and we put together items. Some of them we have already, some of them we don't or we'd like to have for automotive dads or guys who are into cars. And
What do you get a car guy or a car dad for Christmas? So here it is.
Here's a plethora of ideas, and we're gonna go through. Right now, we will start with under 30.
Hey, one question before we get started. How do you wash your hands at Christmas time? With sanitizer.
Wow. I quit.
You want me to start?
Yep.
This
if you wanna start.
is a handy little doodad. You can get this at Harbor Freight, a couple other places, but I know Harbor Freight has these on sale right now. Normally $15 for $5. And this is a little battery-powered lantern. Watch this. Wow. Look at that.
Actually pretty bright.
That is really
AAA
bright.
batteries, I think, on that one.
I think it's AAA.
And there goes our composition on our shop.
Well, okay, I'll close it, but that's like probably one of the cheapest,
Well,
but that lantern
I guess,
is great.
well, we're going on the light train. This is only like 240, 250 lumens. You can buy 2 of these on Amazon right now for $10.
Yeah. And you can get
Obviously, there's better ones. I have a couple. I have another one we'll show later in the video. But
I have one of those in my glove box in my truck.
for how handy these are, for $10 for 2 of them, throw one in your glove box and one in your junk drawer in your house.
Yep.
And if you ever lose power or something, you always got something that you can wear. Being able to wear a light is amazing.
Have your hands free. So I want to jump on this right here. Brandon didn't like this. I don't know how much it is. I don't remember. It's like $5.
It was cheap, yeah.
It's like $5. But this is, I don't like safety glasses because I wear glasses. So this is like a face shield.
Now, I'd probably opt for spending $3-4 more to get the harder
It's more
one.
than $3-4, but I like this one. It's really lightweight, handy, and if you destroy it, you throw it in the garbage, you go get another one.
When you're grinding,
But
a face shield is a must.
They're under $5, and you could save your car guy dad's eyes.
If your dad's in the garage doing one of these,
You doing the squint?
doing the squints,
the safety squint.
the safety Carl squints.
We call that the safety squint. No, get him
Yeah.
these.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
What you got next?
That should be mine.
This should be yours. Here, you do it.
What are they, like
Oh my gosh.
like $3 or $4?
Every time we start a project in the garage, Dad gets that out and just smokes us out of the shop.
We're gonna let me do it?
Smells. And, well, yeah, I'm venting.
Every dad needs, or car guy needs, flat black spray paint in their garage.
Not enamel. Spray
should
paint,
have
but, yeah.
should have multiple cans of flat black. Flat black fixes everything. And for $3, bam, there you go. Incredible gift, fixes everything. Everything under my car is now flat black. I love it.
While we're on the aerosol, PB Blaster. If your dad doesn't have a can of PB Blaster in his garage, then for bike chains or car projects or whatever,
He doesn't know what he's missing.
no. Yeah, I actually need a can. I don't have one in my garage right now.
Merry Christmas.
I'm not going to throw this.
Merry Christmas. That's all for you. cleaning is a big issue. And oftentimes dads don't realize when they're washing their cars that every time they dip the sponge in there, the dirt that they're wiping off the car goes in a bucket. Well, you can get what's called a grit guard. These are like anywhere from $8 to $10. Harbor Freight or Amazon will have a link, but like $8. Dirt guard, and this goes on the bottom of any 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And all the dirt settles down through there, and now you don't pick that dirt back up in your sponge. So these are amazing, amazing.
Well, we're on the cleaning thing. Sprayway. This is the best glass cleaner, hands down, you can get. It works.
Or Headliner.
I used to detail cars, and we would use this on Headliner all the
Yeah,
time.
it gets ketchup out of Headliner, I promise you.
So glass cleaner, couple microfibers. Dad will be happy.
As a dad, when your new son-in-law pops the ketchup open in your truck with light gray Headliner, it gets the ketchup off.
Wizards Mist and Shine, probably the best.
The best Mist and Shine out there, hands down. You can buy cheaper anywhere.
This one's used up.
I know, we keep using it all. Can I get this for Christmas, please?
Watch this. Grandma, watch this.
Wizards, Napa, online, wherever.
Going along with the bucket and the grit guard, you always need car wash soap.
You burn it up.
I think I'm about out too.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
I'm taking care of your Christmas
right now.
Yeah, you are. While you're doing this. I have a special one that some people think is the dorkiest thing in the world, but I'm a dad and I love it. My white truck looks just like a stormtrooper. It's blacked out, Trail Boss, and it's white. And it looks just like a stormtrooper, so we named him Trooper. And I got myself a little stormtrooper bobblehead for my birthday, and it's $12, and it's super cool. So you can go get a bobblehead anywhere from $10 to $20. You can actually get a custom bobblehead of your own face or your loved one for like $70, but that's out of the under 30 range. But bobbleheads, and I have him taped to the dash on my truck, and he just
That's
bounces
definitely
around.
one of the dorkier things.
No, it's cool.
I'm usually
cool.
the dorky one. You got me
I
covered.
love it. It's
you
cool.
got me covered on that. Shop towels. Can never have enough shop towels. These do not compare to the white one, the white just home paper towels.
Oh, don't use the white ones.
These are what you want, right?
I can testify
blue shop towels
to not using the white ones. I've got this. This kid got me started using pocket knives all the time. Always got a pocket knife in my pocket. This is a SOG pocket knife you got me last Christmas. I love this pocket knife. But I'll be honest with you, since you got me turned on to these Milwaukee
fastback
razor knife, fastback razor knife, press and flip. These things are hands down amazing, even more useful than a pocket knife. So I find myself reaching for my Milwaukee razor over a pocket knife. $10 at Home Depot.
And for another like $5, I think you can get a 100-pack of the razor blades. If you bought that and your dad a pack of razor blades, he's good for like years.
Oh yeah, until he loses it.
You don't have to keep resharpening the same knife. You can just swap the blades out and keep going.
These are amazing.
They're really handy.
It's seriously, I can't say enough good
literally
about that.
every day.
Yeah.
Dead blow?
Dead blow. They come in all different sizes.
I got you this one or one really similar a couple years ago.
2 years ago,
and
yeah.
It's been living in the toolbox. You had a snap-on one or like a nice one.
Yeah, like
that
30
was like
years
30
old.
years old. And every time we started hitting something, it started disintegrating. But
great gift.
So yeah, you don't need an expensive one. This is a Pittsburgh. I think we got a Walmart version.
It's $11.
Yeah.
For this one, $11, and he could use it for years. Dead blow has like BBs inside of it. So when it hits, it gives it a solid funk. It's not a normal hammer. It's a dead blow hammer to you ladies or
and then
children or whoever
you're not
looking.
denting or scratching.
Right. So your dad may have a hammer, but he needs a dead blow hammer. So that is a special deal. Are you going to go again or my turn?
Go for it.
All right. I like this too. I'm stuck on a Milwaukee train. You can get these from DeWalt too. This is a screwdriver with all different bits in it, changeable bits. You can flip them. These are absolutely incredible. Incredible. Throw in your glove box. I got a couple of them.
They're nice to have a couple.
I never leave home without these. I've got them in my toolbox, in my car. I have them all over the place. I love them. This is $10. You can get knockoff ones for like $5.
You get a knockoff little kit. Maybe we have some sockets or something.
Yeah,
having something like that.
But DeWalt or Milwaukee, $10, $15, incredible. Dad can't have enough of them. You go, Dad's got a screwdriver. Yeah, but he doesn't have enough. I promise you, you're not going to go wrong buying him a screwdriver with bits in it. This is the 11-to-1 Milwaukee, $10, multi-bit. Love it. You want me to keep going? I wear glasses. This may sound really corny, Okay, my Stormtrooper was corny. This is even more corny.
Yeah.
I wear glasses. These are lens wipes. They're $10 for a pack of 100 pre-moistened wipes. And I wear glasses, and it drives me crazy if they're dirty, especially when I'm racing my car, working on my car, constantly getting junk on them. I whip these out, and it's funny. I whip these out, and I throw a couple in my pocket. I have them in my glove box. I got them in my toolbox now. Got them all over the place. And every time I whip one of these out and I start cleaning my glasses, someone will ask me for one. Why? Because we have Holley screens in our cars. We've got laptops that we use to tune, and you constantly have things you need to clean and have clean. So these are like gold. And $10, it's going to be used by Dad, whether he wears glasses or not. So sunglasses, I'm sorry. It's a little dorky dad thing, but I love my lens wipes.
Here we got an AN wrench. This is $22 off of Amazon. This is just an Evil Energy wrench. It's adjustable.
It's adjustable. That's what I like.
Crescent wrench. Every once in a while you get something where you need something a little tighter, but then you need like a Motion Raceworks $100 or find another wrench or something. But that's the only flaw. It's kind of big and bulky, but it doesn't scratch your AN fittings like your normal wrenches do.
We have 2 of them.
Yeah.
And they're $21 or whatever they are, and we use the daylights out of them. I don't like the AN wrenches that are specific, 8 AN, 6 AN, because the different manufacturers all have slight little differences.
Yeah.
And they don't fit once you switch brands.
True.
If you're sticking with a brand, they work great, but I like the adjustable ones like that. So.
This, I got Dad last year, and we forgot how much we missed having one while we didn't have one. And this is just for some of your LS cars, Camaros, the radiators are really low, and to get it above the steam port, you can seal this off and fill it up all the way, and then you don't have to jack the front end of the car up. But
you watch the air bubbles come out.
You can watch the air bubbles. This is super helpful for bleeding air systems, and
even if Dad uses it one time in a year,
your radiator,
it's worth it.
They're $20.
He'll like that. I was excited to get that. This was actually a gift from my daughter last year, and I thought it was the corniest thing ever. I'm like, what in the world am I going to use that thing for? And I found these car bags are anywhere from $20 to $30 depending on the brand. This is a Firestone car bag, and it goes down flat. And you can see it's actually even a little bit dirty. I've been using it, and I thought I'd never use it. Well, when I finally started discovering how awesome it was, it unclips. Watch this. And has different compartments in it. Whoa! And I put my detailer cleaning supplies in here. I put tools in here. When we go to the track, I don't even know if you realize this. When we go to the track, or we go on to an event, I put stuff in this, and then this goes in my truck or in the trunk of my Camaro. And then when I go to race, boom, it comes out. I got my California Duster in here, my cleaning supplies, my Wizards that I know you found because you used it all on your car. But these little car bags are absolutely phenomenal. Get your dad one. He doesn't know he needs one.
Fire extinguisher. If you don't have a fire extinguisher under your kitchen sink or in your pickup truck or in your hot rod,
or strapped to your roll bar.
You're living a sketchy life. One little loose fitting, you can have a fire, and this would take care of that. It's just a PWC fire extinguisher. I think I bought a multi-pack. Didn't I buy a multi-pack? They're like, they come out to like 12 bucks a piece, 14 bucks a piece. And this saved most of the front end of my car in a video last year. So I had a loose oil line fitting that started a fire on my turbo blanket, and this took care of it. So car guys, get yourself a fire extinguisher.
Even though you're at the track, there's fire extinguishers at the track, but you're going to find that a lot faster than or that
if you know where it's at
is going to be to get to you. Right? They got our track has fire extinguishers hidden on the other side of the guardrail. You don't even know where they're at. But
so,
oh my,
battery daddy. This is I found this on a video I watched last year, and I got one for Christmas.
We got it for him.
Holy cow, has it been helpful. Every time my wife asks if I have a battery, I can go in my drawer that has my battery daddy, and I find her a battery. So
they're very smart.
I've loved this. Love having it in the same exact spot all the time. You know, it's got to go where it's got to go. Fits multiple different size AA, AAA, DECs. And it's got a little reader too. So if you're like, oh, I don't know if this battery's dead or not, you can slap it in there and it shows you the voltage.
These are $20 normal. Right now, if you're watching this video and it's 2024, you can go to Home Depot and buy these for $10 on sale, $10. But they're normally $20. So yeah,
these things
super
are
good
awesome.
price. Here's the thing too with batteries. I didn't know this until we would put all our batteries in a bag. like once we'd open up a package, like we'd buy them in bulk, throw them in a Ziploc baggie. So we got our AA's, AAA's, C's, and all in Ziploc baggies. They start to discharge. I started pulling AA batteries out of my wife's Ziploc baggie, and they're dead. I'm like, what the world? Why are these dead? They're brand new. We found out. So the battery daddy will save you money.
Makes sense.
There's a little dad tidbit. I can never see. There's never enough light when I'm working on something. So I'm constantly looking for lights. This is kind of an old school dad light, but a modern flare. Because when I used to wrench, when I was a Master AC certified tech and owned a shop, I would buy like pallets of light bulbs that the guys would screw in their trouble lights.
Right.
You know, and you burn your arm on them, and we drop it, and you'd have to change it. We're constantly going through them. All my technicians were burning them up. Now we've got the same thing. It plugs in. This is not battery operated. Sometimes I get irritated with battery operated things.
Trying to keep everything charged coming from, I have to keep cameras charged and tools charged.
Lights charged and tools charged, guns charged.
You can just plug in.
Yep, and this stays cooler than the old style light. You're not gonna burn your arm on it. And it's super, super bright. I don't know how many, 450 lumens for this thing, and it's $18.
It's a good gift.
$18, has a magnet, has a hook, stick it under the hood, stick it under the dash, you're not gonna burn yourself, and it lights up your life. Oh, watch this too. It's not broken. It's LED.
Mechanics gloves, or some sort of form. These are like a cheap AutoZone brand. Mechanics, you have a winter set, and you have some fast
Those are insulated
fits
winter
here.
ones.
So these have a little bit of insulation in them when it's a little bit cooler, but I always have a set of mechanics gloves
These are
laying around
fast fits.
somewhere.
I like the fast fits.
Whether it's grinding or getting greasy or protecting your hands, mechanics gloves, they're like what,
$20?
Yeah.
The insulated one's a little more.
Every dad.
The cheapies that you have there, the no names, they're probably 10.
5 or
So, yeah, they're like $10.
So,
or you get them free from your buddy. But mechanics gloves, phenomenal. You'll
gloves.
never go wrong. You can never have enough pair. I have them all over the place.
ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hope I don't burn them in the fireplace.
Tuning bender. Tuning bender? Tubing. You can see what's on my brain. Tubing bender.
Tubing bender.
Brake line, little 3/8, little,
5/16, little metrics. Yep. That thing's awesome. I have one that doesn't have the handles that compress, and it's awful.
Yeah.
You got to try to put it on a table or workbench and bend your line. This, you put your line in, and it has handles you squeeze.
This is going to be super handy.
Yeah,
when we
that's
go
going
do
in the
brake lines.
toolbox.
Yeah, because we got to do brake lines right
Yeah,
now.
and it's $10.
That's
I don't know if you told them that. This I got as a gift from Brandon last year.
You did. I see. That was a great idea.
It was a great idea. This is $14
Okay.
is what these go, and it's a magnetic paper towel holder.
For your blue towels in the garage.
For your blue towels in the garage, and it's magnetic, so you just stick it up on your toolbox or under a cabinet or wherever it's going to be handy for you. Easy to change out, and it goes with you wherever you need it to go. In fact, I put it in the trailer. We have some cabinets in the trailer. Boom, stick it in the trailer, hang it on there, stick it on the side of a toolbox. Incredible. They've got all kinds of different colors. So if your dad has a favorite color, your car guy in your life has a favorite color, match his car, do whatever. They incredible for $15.
Going along with tools, magnetic trays are amazing for catching bolts when you're taking something apart or putting it back together.
Since you're on a magnetic tray.
We got a couple of these laying around the shop that are constantly used and full, it feels like. But
tools and bolts. The old school, kind of the metal magnetic trays, old school. New school is silicone. So for you young guys, it's funny, you grab that one, I grab this one. So for $9, you can get a silicone tool bolt holder, sits right on your fender, right on the cowl, on your workbench.
Keeps projects a little
Helps
more
hold,
organized.
got a spot for bits. Yeah, it works really, really good. And the silicone don't hurt,
Dude wipes,
doesn't break.
flushable wipes, even
Dude.
though your plumber won't recommend flushing them. They are all technically flushable. Dude wipes. Wipe off your hands after a project before you go in your wife's kitchen or hold your children, and
I love dude wipes.
knock the grease down.
They're also in the trailer, in the toolbox, in my hunting bag.
we got
They're all over the
packets
place.
everywhere.
So this is probably one of my favorite things. Brandon doesn't care to use them too much, but I absolutely love them. This is a fender cover to protect the paint on the car. And this happens to be a Chevy Racing one. You can get all kinds of different logos on these. I think the Chevy Racing one is right around $20, $25, somewhere right around there. You can get some knockoff Jeg Summit ones for
Yeah.
like 10 or whatever, but I like these a little bit better. They're a little bit softer. Spend up a little bit because you're protecting the paint on a treasured vehicle that's in the garage. But I have a bunch of these and I absolutely love them. This is the original fender gripper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably 40 years old man. Tow straps for yanking people out of ditches in the wintertime or in your truck. If you got a truck and you don't mind helping people out, have one of these in your truck. I think I've had one for a few years. You've had one for
I bought
a few
you one
years.
for Christmas years ago.
And then I stole it. I stole one from you.
You did steal one from me too. And then I went and got one.
Yeah.
I asked for one for Christmas a few years ago because you stole one.
But a tow strap. Yeah. Dudes with trucks need a tow strap.
Here's a little tidbit. Has nothing to do with this, but you really shouldn't put this on the ball hitch. You really need to get a hitch with a shackle.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there. That's also another gift. I don't have one here, but they're probably like $30. You slide that shackle in the receiver and you can use that shackle rather than putting this around the ball. Guys have been known to break the balls off, and I've seen them go through a windshield or back windows and stuff like that. So you don't want to do that. But these are super, super handy. Woohoo! What else we got going on? Oh, no. My favorite under $30 gift is this right here. This is not maybe what you think it is. These gas cans, you can buy racing gas cans. A lot of them say VP on them. Been using them for years, love them. They're like $50 a piece.
Yeah.
We happen to run across these. These you can buy them at TSC or Menards or probably online. I don't know. We get ours at our local Menards. It is a multi-purpose utility jug, and it comes with the nozzle inside. You buy the $50 VP one, you don't get a nozzle. You've got to buy a nozzle.
That's crazy.
So this nozzle screws right in here, and what's really great about these fuel jugs is they don't have the EPA little nozzle restrictor deal that's awful to pour fuel with. Awful. These have a huge neck, and you're able to fill them up. In fact, my wife likes to mow, and we have one of those zero turns, and she has no problem filling it up with these. She doesn't even use the nozzle. She pours it right out of the large throat here, and it's just, she uses these instead of those red
They're way better than
EPA
the red
cans
EPA
I have. Yeah,
garbage.
she don't even use those anymore.
And yeah,
she steals all my racing jugs. So when I found these for $20,
$20 at Menards, I think is where we bought that one.
you can't have enough of these.
What color? They had clear and they had
Red.
Red.
You might be able to find some other colors out there. I think I've seen yellow, but this is my absolute favorite under $30 gift, other than the Stormtrooper.
And decals. Little plug here. This is for our website.
Yeah.
We have decals that match our shirt that you can get. They're like $5.
Don't stick them on my table.
So there you go.
Now what are you going to do? No, I don't want it on my shirt.
And then the next thing under $25 or $30 is t-shirts.
Which one do I have
on
on?
our website? Hot Rods and Dad Bods.
All right, I got a good
So
one.
that's
on.
$25 on our website.
Yeah.
And now we go to 50?
50 on up?
50 on up.
Or 50 to 100? I don't know. Something like that. You decide.
Over 30.
All right.
30 to 100. All right,
ready.
this section's 30 to 100. What do you want to start out with? Here.
Whatever you want. Grab something.
This
Start out with 30.
is a Spyderco knife I've had since I was like 15. Probably 15 years old now.
You have had that one a long
I
time.
have had this one a long time.
Because I had a Spyderco.
And, you can do the Spyderco flick. Woo! It's like $60. This obviously an upgrade over a fastback if you're going out on the town. With,
What's a SOG?
that one was, I want to say that one was 30 or 40.
30 or 40?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just a nicer knife than a utility workhorse. So when I'm going to church or going out with my wife, I grab one of these instead of the, work knife.
He always has a pocket knife in his...
Pocket
always,
knife
always,
and
always.
some sort of flashlight. I can put, flashlight's good too. This one's
Yeah,
a little bit more
very
money.
good.
This is a Cloud Defensive. I have a few of them. I love Cloud Defensive. They're Indiana homegrown, made in Indiana, so I try and support them when I can. I'll put a link to some Streamlights down below, either a micro stream or a macro stream. Those are great pocket lights for the money.
Yeah. Lights and knives. Can't ever. This is the tool that Dad never knew he needed.
I didn't know what we were missing. You did not have one of those.
This tool is anywhere from $40 to $100. So it's just kind of in this range. Depends on not necessarily the tool, but how many of the inserts that you get. This is called a riv nut tool. This is a riv nut tool. And what you do is you drill a hole, and then you have these little inserts that you drop into the hole. You screw onto your tool and you rivet it into that hole. Now you've got an insert embedded in that metal, so you don't have to get to the backside to put a nut on it. Do you know how many cars I've built over the years? And you got to get a second guy to hold the nut inside the car or on the other side of the metal.
Second gens. And
oh my. So this is absolutely incredible. This has metric and standard both. I bought the biggest kit. It was like $80 for the biggest kit. And it's been, we didn't know we needed it. I was excited to get it. I knew about it. He didn't even have a clue.
No, yeah.
And man, it just, you change the bits out. It's incredible. So it makes life so much easier and so much more of a professional build when you're doing custom work on your car.
Riv nuts.
And I've actually used it around the house as well. So
we've used it surprisingly more than
Riv nut tool.
Yeah.
We'll put a link down below.
For sure. Here's another headlamp. Obviously a little bit of an upgrade from the $10 for two, but these are like 35, 36 bucks. It has a pretty long battery life and it's balanced considering like the batteries in the back and the lights in the front. I've used this for wrapping vehicles a lot and working under cars. It gives a nice wide spread instead of just
a spotlight.
A spot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've used this thing
How much is
for
that?
hours on end. They're like 35 bucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not that bad.
So, love that little light.
One of my absolute favorites, I have one of these in the shop that I use that doesn't always get charged though. That's why I wanted the plug-in one as well. But for $40, this is kind of a step up. They've got a cheaper one out there, but I recommend jumping up to the Icon. This is from Harbor Freight. And it's a little slim bar light. And this thing is amazing. Oh, I'm gonna
Got me.
Well, I meant to turn this one
Yeah.
first, not the flashlight one, but it's super bright. It's a flex head, and so you can, and it has a magnet, so you can like stick it up in the frame and in the suspension, or get behind something. Like when I'm plugging wires in the back of my TV or my receiver that I still haven't figured out 15 years later how to work. It's so confusing. I take my light and stick it back there. So this is incredible.
We've used the crap out of the cheaper one you got.
Yeah,
It just don't hold a charge.
For $40, you get the upgrade.
I would get the better one.
It's going to last. Dad is going to be thoroughly impressed with if you get him a light like that.
Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah,
I have a few of them that
I do too.
just get used, whether I'm in the backyard, whether I'm in my car, tinkering, whatever. This is a JBL Clip 3, I believe. They're like 45 bucks.
Well, I might as well jump in here too then. This is a JBL.
got the nice
I don't remember what
JBL.
this one's called. It's a something 2 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't
But
remember.
it's round, and the bass out of this Bluetooth is incredible.
Considerable compared to that little guy.
And it's considerably larger and heavier.
Yeah.
Where that's got a hook, you can hang it.
Yeah, how much are those? This was like 45?
This is like 80.
Okay.
So 80. Yeah. And I think they range, like they've got newer models and older models, so they range a little bit in there, but absolutely incredible.
That's a nice speaker.
And saying this, I have an Anchor that's about that big, slides in the dash of my Camaro, Bluetooth, and it was $20 or $25. So they've got all these different ranges, but this one for the dollar, for the sound, incredible.
That one.
It rocks.
I love these.
You always wear this gator.
This is 30 bucks from Cabela's. It's got a fleece lined in there. So it's not that thin polyester junk. When it's cold out, man, I wear the crap out of this. You don't have to get camouflage. That's just what I have because I hunt. But a fleece, some sort of fleece gator neck is amazing because I don't want to be cool. I don't want to wear a scarf.
I think they're right around 30 bucks too. I think $30.
I don't want to wear a scarf. I want to be cool. I want to be that cool dad. Well, that's why I have this hat on.
You can keep trying.
Because I'm a cool dad, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Here,
Maybe. You think
Speaking
so?
of staying warm,
No, I wish you'd lose that hat, but
Dad Rod Garage hoodies. These are $45. We got a bunch of different designs. Here's Drag Racing Dad.
like a normal dad, but way cooler.
Way cooler.
Yeah, way cooler.
So,
You know, back in the day, we had jumper cables. Nowadays, people have
I
jumper
still have
cables, but
jumper cables in
come in
my
handy
truck.
once in a while. These things are amazing. They've got all different sizes. This particular one, this NOCO Boost Box, is a GB40. It's $100. So right around there. If you want to spend about $100, 120, 80, you can find these. I recommend to kind of step up and get a decent one though.
Yeah.
I don't recommend the knockoffs. Get a name brand one. This is a name brand NOCO Boost. This is for jump starting your car or any battery that's dead. You know, every time I go out to start the lawnmower in the spring, it's dead and I got to jump it. These are just so stinking handy. Make sure you charge them.
yeah.
And then it's got a little bag and I just throw it under the seat in my truck and I have it with me all the time. Doesn't take up any room.
You know,
it's also a little phone charger and stuff. It's got a USB out and a USB in
Yeah, it's like a
to
battery
charge,
bank,
like a
too.
little battery pack.
Yep.
Yeah, battery bank, I guess.
Yep.
And it has a light too. Like, hopefully you don't break down, but I don't know if it's charged or not. Yeah, see, it's even got a little bit of a light. So,
That's
like,
nice.
yeah, they're super nice.
Speaking of battery banks, I would definitely recommend having a couple. I have 2 or 3 of them, and one always stays in my office drawer or my desk drawer at home in case we lose power. It gives my wife and me an extra charge on our phone.
Oh, just a battery bank.
Just a battery bank.
Yeah.
They're, you know, $30, $40, depending on what you want to buy. I think they got some cheaper $15, $20 ones too. But that reminded me, so I wanted to throw that in there. But as far as jumping a car too, you can never go wrong with just jumper cables. $10, $20 jumper cables. It's the same thing. You got to
step up to the plate and get something good.
It's the same thing as a flashlight, right? You got to keep it charged.
Yeah.
So
we have run into a time or two where this has not been charged and we needed it.
Right.
You whip out your trusty jumper cables and and then I'm walking away mad because it's not charged.
a shop blower, a squirrel cage. I got this one for you a couple years ago, I think, for Christmas. I bought this one from Costco. I think they're like 60, 70 bucks. This was your big item a couple years ago. And we have used the crap out of this thing, whether it's cooling down a car.
I want more.
Moving some air in the shop or the garage when we're working. It's got, 120 volt pass through, and these things are just nice to have.
You talk about cooling down your transmission. We put these under the car and blow air on the transmissions. You could throw one in the engine bay, cool down the engine in between rounds. When my feet are hot, we'll put them in the trailer, we'll blow air in the trailer. They're incredible. Absolutely love them. This is kind of a unique one that I didn't know I needed. We went on vacation a couple years ago and we were going to go on the Silver Lake sand dunes. And so we air down the tires like 20 pounds, 18 pounds. And I have to be able to air them up. And I remembered that there's a line, sometimes 2 hours long, to get to the one air station as you're pulling out of the dunes.
And if I remember right, it doesn't pump that fast.
No, they're really slow. So I ran into Walmart and bought whatever they had on the shelf. I didn't even know what I was buying at the time a couple years ago. I just wanted a portable 12 volt or 120 volt to be able to plug in my lighter or be able to plug into 110 and air up my tires. So this is a little inflator blower. It'll air up your air mattresses when you're camping. It will inflate your airbags. It will inflate your tires. It's a nice little inflator. It also has a little light on it. Everything seems to come these days with a light on it. This is the Auto Joe version. It's a little large and bulky compared to some of them that they have out now.
They got like battery air inflators.
They've got battery inflators. Right. This one you have to plug in. But absolutely incredible. I didn't know how badly I needed it until I had it.
We use that all the time at the track.
We're going to buy another one because this is just so handy. But you can get a battery pack style if you know what your guy in your life uses, whether it's Milwaukee or Ryobi or whatever. Make sure you get that right brand that matches that battery. But if you don't want to be reliant on charged batteries, these are great because it plugs in the lighter 12 volt or it plugs in to 110. And it is so stinking handy. You don't have to buy this one. There's a bunch of different ones out there. I think this one runs right around $50, and that's probably the range. But absolutely incredible.
Last but not least for this category, this headlamp is very freaking bright. It's like 1,000 lumens or more. It's $94. I use this when I'm going hunting. It's a little heavy. Battery lasts a long time though, and it is crazy bright. But
it's crazy.
It's got
bright.
a couple different settings, you know, the typical Streamlight fashion. It also comes with red and green lens covers. If you're going out at night and you don't want to disturb animals and that kind of thing. But yeah, that's been great. Definitely a notch above the other headlamps that we showed earlier.
Yeah, there's all these different ranges.
So that'll do it for 30 to 100, and now we go to 100 plus.
Oh boy.
$100 and up. Here we go. Okay,
This one's mine. This
Yes.
is my favorite. I was going to save it for the last, but you're a bugger and you're making me do it now.
In front
This is
of
an
us.
electric scooter. When you're at the track and you have no way around the track and you got to go to the bathroom or you got to get up to the staging lanes to help this kid stage, I need a quick way of getting there. This is phenomenal. I didn't know how badly I needed this until I got it. Another one of those. This is the Hover One, I think.
Yeah.
Hover One.
Yep.
It's like $350 on sale. You can go right to Amazon. We'll give you the link. But there's all kinds of different makes, models, and stuff like that. Definitely buy a little better one.
Yeah.
Brandon has
This is
a cheaper one. I'm not going to
probably
say what it is.
minimum I would buy.
This is the minimum. It's an adult electric scooter. You plug it in. This puppy goes. It goes 18 miles an hour. And it's a ride. Got a little light, got a Bluetooth speaker I can rock out while I'm going. People laugh at me. I'm the old guy running around the pits on this thing. But this is also handy if you're thinking about doing drag and drive. Because you could throw this in your drag and drive trailer or in the trunk of the car. And now you've got a way around the pits, even when you don't have a truck with you.
Love
so
it.
when we don't have the four-wheeler.
I need to get my own.
So these are absolutely incredible. They're a riot.
Scooter. Here we got. This is one of my drones that we use for filming. And these things are crazy fun to fly and learn on. DJI's little mini series is a great like entry level, learning how to do it, connect your phone. I think they got nicer ones now that have the screen built into the remote. This one's like $300. It's a couple years old now. This is the Mini 2. I think they're up to like the Mini 4.
It looks like a toy.
It does.
But it's a serious drone.
And they are pretty fun to play with. Run around the yard. Go 400 foot above the house and.
But I'm just saying, this isn't one of those $30 play ones you get a kid. You know, the video quality out of this is phenomenal.
It's borderline professional for sure.
I mean, you can see the video quality
for what these are. They're fantastic. What else you got?
Let's do this one.
Okay.
I have, sometimes you need an extra computer. Like I have nice computers at home and a nice Mac, which I don't want to be taken to the track. So I went to Best Buy and I bought myself an HP. I don't know what the specs are on this computer. It's not much. I got it like, it was either open box or on sale or something like that. I paid a couple $100 at the most for this computer. And all we did is we cleaned it up, loaded Holly on it. It's got Holly, and I used it to tune my car. It does the job. It opens, but it's a little bit slow. It doesn't have lighted keys, so it's night. I got to hit it with a flashlight to see what I'm doing. But it works just barely. A couple $100 laptop. It's plastic, but you can give it to your guy if that's your budget. It works. It gets the job done.
This is a little bit more. I think this is a Lenovo Yoga. So it's aluminum.
It's aluminum.
It has a backlit keyboard, so at nighttime I can actually see my keys. 2-in-1, so it flips around. If I was buying one, I wanted one that I could do more than just tune on. And so I watch movies on this. I sit on it at night and I, in bed and I type. And I think this one was like $450 open box. So I think they're like $600 new.
If I could do it again, I'd step up to this.
And even I wish I would have stepped up one more, just so I could like edit some videos and stuff. Well, when we're out doing events, if I had a little bit more RAM in this one, I could edit videos. But yeah, so that's what I use for tuning, HP tuners and Holly.
And then my last gift, which is right at that $100 mark. I should have had this one, I don't know in the other category or not, but this is also something, I'm sharing so many things with you that I didn't know I needed until I got them. This is a GCI Outdoor. This is a chair, but it's not just a normal chair. GCI Outdoor makes some incredible chairs. They make rockers and stuff like that. But this is a 4-position recliner. And I got a birthday card with a check in it, and I used that to go buy this. This is a $100 bill at Walmart. I'm sure they've got them at other places. We were headed out to an event, and I wanted a recliner to be able to put my feet up, and I ran into Walmart and bought what they had. I'm in love. This is my favorite chair. Backpack straps, so I could throw it on my back and walk. I've even went from the pits, brought it up to trackside, and sat there lounging. And the comments are great. People get really jealous when they see me reclining in my recliner.
And my last item is kind of a fancier knife. If you really want to spoil your man with a nice knife, I did some trade stuff for this a couple years ago. This is a zero tolerance ZT S395 knife. They're about 180 bucks, but they're ball bearing. They're a super Gucci steel. If you really want,
that's a $200 pocket knife.
Yeah, $200 pocket knife.
Wow.
But it's too much. I'm scared to use it. But when me and my wife go out on dates, I like putting it in my pocket.
Oh, that's the date knife.
And I feel a little fancier. So love that knife.
Nice. Well, there you have it. There's more, but that's
Holy
it. We're out of time.
That was a lot. That was way more items than I thought we were gonna have.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a lot.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, New Year.
What did Frosty's girlfriend give him when she was upset at him?
No.
The cold shoulder.
Oh. Well,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Don't be afraid to check out our website, dadrodgarage.com.
And check out the affiliate links
families
in the description.
Enjoy the holidays.
We're helping you Christmas shop.
Dads, you're awesome. Encourage other dads. Society doesn't like us dads right now. It sure don't feel that way. Stay encouraged. If you're fighting mental health, talk to someone.
Yeah.
Whether that be a buddy, a family member, a friend.
Yep. And dads and guys, you are cool. You really do rock.
We can be cool.
And we really do appreciate you.
And dorky.
A little bit corny's okay. Not too corny, but a little bit corny. Not this corny. But anyways, have a great Christmas. And don't forget, the real reason for the season is a celebration of Jesus and what he's done for you. And we just want you to be encouraged, not only throughout the year, but especially this time of the year. Like Brandon said, if you're struggling with anything, reach out to somebody, talk to somebody, go out for coffee with somebody, message us if you have to, and we'll get you in contact with the right person. But we are here for you, and we just want to be real. And have a good year. My gosh, what are you doing? Did you seriously just spray? Oh, what am I going to do with you? Well, I guess, look what you did. I'm all wet now.
You're going to have to change your shirt.
I'm going to have to take it off.
Oh, I got it on my laptop.
You do get over the table. What are you doing? Oh my gosh.